balancing on our tiptoes. So if you know this part of your practice is a little bit more challenging, maybe slide your mat closer to the wall, or bring a chair or something that you can put a hand on to help you to balance. Okay, and then the regular, usual suspects: a block, a blanket. If you have a bolster, that's always helpful. Okay, and we will start standing up today. So come into a standing position. Have your feet under your hips, so about hip width apart. You want to create a straight line, more or less, from your hip points, two sticky bones in the front of the body, through the middle of the knees, middle of the shin bones, middle of the foot. And so that line falls somewhere between your second and your third toes. And just relax the body, so find what we call neutral position, not too much arch in the lower back, not too little. So if you think of the body as a chain, you want to stack the links one on top of the other to create that stability and balance. So once you're here, just gently start to rock forward and back. Again, not too much, always an option to place a hand on that wall or a chair. And feel or notice how the body reacts to a little bit of movement. What muscles you need to engage. Is it the leg muscles, your glutes, maybe the core starting to wake up. Maybe you do funny things with your hands, with your face. Again, just creating an awareness. And then slow that movement to come into stillness, to come into a hold. And try to place even weight on the right and the left foot, the inner and the outer edges of your feet, and the front of the back of each foot. Take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. So in order to lift up, we need to engage the bandhas, the pelvic floor muscles, the core, but also to be very grounded. So if you think of a rubber band, it will not stretch if you don't hold the bottom of it. That will be just the hands lifting up and down. So the same thing happens in the body. In order to pull up, you need to ground down. Almost working two opposition forces in the body. Okay? So after all this long talk, let's start moving. So we'll start just by engaging the legs and lifting the heels off the floor. It doesn't have to be very high, we're just starting. And then touch the heels down and rock some weight back to be able to lift the toes. Touch the toes down to the floor and lift the hips back. So eventually you want to make that shifting forward and back to almost nothing movement. So you can play with it a little bit on your own. You can keep the hands on the hips if you feel that helpful for you, maybe interlace the hands behind your back. Keep the chin off the chest, so look straight forward. Find a focal point that always helps with balance. We'll do it one more time. Lift the heels high and touch them down. And final time, lift the toes high. And this time, as you're releasing the toes down, try and spread them. So again, the wider the base is, the more stable you'll be, the more stability you'll have. Inhale, reach the hands overhead. Exhale, slowly circle the hands down. Inhale, reach up, maybe lift the gaze. Exhale, circle the hands down. I'll do it one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, circle the hands down. So start to create that breath rhythm. Bring the palms together. Place the prayer on the heart center. And pause to set an intention. Bring some meaning to your practice, which is beyond a collection of movement. Place your intention on your heart and seal it with your breath. Release the fingers down to the floor. Inhale, reach the hands overhead. This time bring the right hand to the right hip, extend to the left side body, reach up and reach over. So find a nice side stretch here. Maybe turn the gaze up. Again, watch your lower back. Take one more breath in. And one more breath out. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hand to the hip. Again, create that length on the right side body and then reach it up and reach it over. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Exhale into a twist. So the hips will stay facing forward. Right hand reaching back. Left hand reaching forward. And feel like you are pressing the back of the hands against a wall behind you. So we do have a tendency to bring that front hand too much forward. Keep reaching it back. Inhale, center, hands overhead. Exhale, other side. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Again, first forward fold, be gentle here. Let the head go. Pedal bicycle the legs. Move 2 legs at the same time, one after the other. Maybe here again, lift the heels and rock back. And we'll come to it later in the practice, so start to feel that, again, shifting of the weight forward and back a little bit. And again, settle in the center. In the middle. The next inhalation will bring you halfway. Bring the hands to the top of your thighs. Press the palms against your hip crease. Reach the crown of the head forward and the hips back. What we call a flat back here. Try to maintain neutral spine here. So A little bit of engagement of the core will bring tiny bit roundness to the lower back. Again, we do have a tendency to overarch the back. Take a breath in and take a breath out. From here, slide the hand just above your knees. You can widen the stance a little bit if you need to. Inhale, lift your head, lift your heart, lift your tail into your cow. Exhale, tuck the chin and round the spine. Inhale, heart and tail. Exhale, tuck the chin round the spine. Do it 2 more times on your own. And then find neutral again. Replace your hands with your elbows, so a low downhill skier. Now you're holding a long extended spine. Lift the hips up and lower the hips down. Again, just starting to warm up the body. Two more times. Lower the hips and lift the hips. Try to bring them above your heels. Lower the hips, bring the knees forward. And then last time, lift the hips up. And this time, release the head, forward fold. Oh, inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. And stand your left leg long behind you, so find a lunge here. Right knee over the ankle. Start to extend the front knee and to bend the front knee. So again, just warming up here, nothing fancy. Continue to spread the toes on the floor. Make sure the right foot is sealed to the ground. Okay. And again, find a hold with the right knee over the right ankle. You can bring the hands on a block or blocks on your chair, or just place the hands on top of the right knee. And then extend the spine. So fire that left leg. Reach the heart forward, crown of the head forward. And we're holding here for 3, for 2, for 1. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the fingers down to the floor and step the left foot forward. Let your head go. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, again, long spine. And this time, step the right leg back into a long lunge. So challenge yourself to bring the right leg long behind you. So again, just make sure the left knee is over the ankle to start with. And then extend the left leg and bend the knee. Two more. Lengthen and bend. Extend and bend. Hold with the left knee bent. Again, place your hands on your prop or bring the hands to the left knee. You want to create a long line from the top of the head to the right heel. Your chest is off the thighs, so there is no collapsing here, there is lengthening. Again, remember these two opposition forces. Right leg reaching back, head reaching forward. One more breath in, and then release release the fingers down. Inhale, exhale, step your right leg next to the left and fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Prime the feet in the ground so you can rise up. And touch mountain. Feet are together or slightly apart. We'll take 2 rounds of sun salutation. A, Surya Namaskar. A, reach the hands overhead, lift your heart. Again, modify as much as you need to. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step or jump the legs back. Find your high plank position. Touch the knees down. Lower your chest to the floor. Untuck the toes. Press yourself up. Take a child's pose here for a moment. Inhale and exhale. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up. Your down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the foot through to lunge. Step the left foot forward and bow. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Root the feet and rise up. Touch the palms together and on the heart. And then release to mountain. Second set. Again, modify. If you're familiar with it and you feel comfortable to jump it, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, stay with me on the modification. Take a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Other leg stepping back, or if you choose to jump, jump. And then, again, option to lower the knees down. Maybe you are ready to lower to chaturanga and up dog. Breath in. Exhale, release the knees down. Hinge back, downward facing, child's pose. Take a breath in and out. Tuck the toes under, shift the hips up, downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward, step the right foot forward and fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Roll yourself up, nice and slow. Reach the hands overhead and lift your heels off the ground. So pine tree balance or tiptoe balance. Press the heels against each other, hug the inner thighs together. Again, feel that opposition forces. The legs are pressing down and the lift is coming from there. We're holding here for 3, 2, 1. Breath in. Exhale, heels release down to the ground. Circle the hands down and stand tall on both feet. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands overhead. Utkatasana, first pose. Exhale the breath out. Inhale, breath. Exhale, bring the hands together on the heart center and take a twist to the right. So again, our most first serious twist. So bring the right hand to the lower back, maybe cross the left forearm in front of your knees or on top of the knees, just to make sure the knees stay on the same plane and the turning is coming from above the belly button. Hold here, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, center. Exhale, sit lower. Take your twist over to the left. Continue to breathe equally in and out. One more inhale and one more exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, take your fold. Pedal bicycle the legs here a little bit. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, sweep the hands overhead, Utkatasana. Exhale to dagger pose, so sweep the hands back and lift the heels. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, touch the heels down. Sweep the hands overhead. Find mountain. Bring the hands behind your back. Separate the feet about hip width apart, so giving yourself a little bit more space here. And then back extension. Shift the hips forward, lift the heart. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, Yogi Tolok. So wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. Start with long extended spine, straight arms. Maybe you can straighten the legs a little bit more, bringing more weight to the front of the foot, and then bend the elbows, release the head down. You want to work towards bringing your ears between your legs. And we're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release the fingers down. Walk your feet wider. So maybe mat width apart. Plant the left hand under the, so let's do this first, so we'll warm it up a little bit. So from that wide stance, walk the hands forward. So they're way in front of your shoulders. Think maybe a short downward facing dog here. Okay. And again, shift the weight forward towards the hands, lift your heels high. Maybe you can bring your shoulders over your hands. So that's the base of handstand. And then slowly lower the heels and shift the hips back, lengthen the spine. We'll do a couple more times. So lift the heels high, shift the body weight forward. Maybe lift a little bit higher so you are on the tip of your toes. And then touch the heels down. One more time. Lift the heels high, right forward. For 3, 2, and 1. Release down. So now walk the hands back under the shoulders. Cleanse the left hand under the face. Bring the right hand to the lower back. And then bend deep into your left knee. And start to turn the heart over to the right. If you feel comfortable here, see if you can lift the left heel high off the ground, just deepening the twist. Maybe reach the right hand up for 3, 2, 1. Breath in, exhale, change. Right hand to the floor, left hand to the lower body. Again, peel the right heel off. Start with the, so I bend in the right knee, turning the chest to the left. Keep the chin off the chest, and then maybe you can lift the right heel up. Deepening the twist here for 3, 2, 1. Breath in, exhale, release. Place the palms on the floor, walk the feet back, find your long extended downward facing dog. We'll take a flow here, again just an option, you don't have to do it if that's not part of your practice. If the heel's high, shift the weight forward, bend the elbows, untuck the toes, up dog, hinge your hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up, exhale, pull the right knee to the chest, higher. Again, push with the left foot, right forward. Inhale, kick back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot through to lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop the left knee down to the ground. Untuck the left toes. Inhale, sweep the hands overhead and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Spread the elbows, bring the hands behind your head. Maybe you can lift the gaze up, maybe not. And then lift the right toes off the ground and shift more weight forward. Breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, heel up, fingers overhead. Exhale, frame the right foot with your hands and shift the hips back, half split. 3, 2, 1. Release the right foot down, tuck the left toes under, find your high lunge. And then again, just lift the right heel off the ground here. Can come off your fingers if you want the extra challenge. For 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, exhale, release, extend the front leg, let the head drop for a moment. Inhale back to your lunge, exhale, step back, down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. Exhale, pull the left knee to the chest, hover forward, stay strong here. Inhale, kick back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the foot through to lunge. Lengthen the spine first and then drop the right knee down and tuck the right toes. Inhale, sweep the hands overhead, Anjaneyasana. feel that grounding through your feet, through your legs, and the reaching of the hands overhead. And then again, just bend the elbows, rest the back of the head in your hands, and peel the left heel off the ground, and bring more weight forward. Maybe you can lift the gaze up for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, exhale, heel down, hands overhead. Release the fingers, half split. Now the foot is in flexion. 3, 2, 1. Release. And find your lunge, your final lunge. A long spine, a lot of activity in the right leg. And now lift the left heel off the ground. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Breath in, exhale, touch the heel down, release the fingers, and extend the front leg. Inhale, back to the knee. Exhale, step the left leg behind you. Again, an option to take a flow. Lift the heels right forward, high plank. Chaturanga arms, knees down or not. Find your up dog, press the top of the feet down, and then hinge your hips back. Down your downward facing dog. Breath in, and breath out. Lift the heels high, look forward, bend the knees, walk your heart to the top of you. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the hands overhead, Utkatasana, first pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, circle the hands down. Give yourself a quick break here. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, reach the hands overhead, bend the knees, sit in first pose. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Lift the heels high. And we'll take a twist to the right. So see how high you can lift the heels. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold, touch the heels down. Pedal bicycle the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the hands overhead, Utkatasana. Exhale, palms together on the heart. Lift the heels. Take your twist. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the hands overhead, and release to mountain. Shift the weight to your left leg. Bring the right knee to the chest. Oh, grab a hold of the shin. Point the right toes. Lift your heart. Again, another tiptoe challenge here. To see if you can start to lift the left heel off the ground. Again, maybe not, maybe it will be a very small movement. Maybe that's not available for you. This, I'm struggling with this side. Okay, so just again, just challenge yourself here. Maybe nothing. And then release, let it go. Pedal bicycle the legs a little bit. We'll take it to the other side. So left knee coming deep in. And then see if you can lift the right heel off the ground. Again, maybe half an inch. Just to throw you off your balance. Just to wake up maybe some muscles that are sleepy. And if you're only holding for a moment, for a second, that's also something. And release. So let that go. Inhale, reach the hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Again, an option to walk or jump the feet back. Chaturanga. Upper dog. Hinging back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the foot through to lunge. Inhale, breath. Exhale, drop the left knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the hands overhead. And then lift the right heel up again. Again, try to get a little bit deeper to that left hip. For 3, 2, 1. Breath in. Exhale, release. Take it all the way back into half split, into half hero pose. So a block can be very helpful here under your right sitting bones. Press the top of the left foot down. Reach the right leg forward. Breathe in to lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over your right leg. If you cannot reach the foot, place the hands, again carefully, you don't want to put pressure on the knee, so just release the hand somewhere on the leg or maybe alongside the leg. Let the head be heavy. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands behind you. Point the right toes. And then press to lift the hips off the floor or off the block. Again, nothing fancy. Maybe let the head go. For 3, 2, and 1. A slow, mindful release. Walk the hands forward. Find your lunge again. And step back to down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind. Exhale, step the foot between your thumbs. Drop the right knee down. Untuck the right toes. That deep plantar flexion in the back foot, deep dorsiflexion in the front foot. Reach the hands overhead to Anjaneyasana, and then peel the left heel off the ground for 3, 2, 1. Breath in, exhale, touch it down, and shift the hips all the way back. Half hero pose. Flex the left foot, press the top of the right foot down to the ground. Extend the hands overhead, and then come to a fold. Let go. Three, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Point the left toes. Press the top of the right foot down and lift the hips. Extend the front of the body. Maybe let the head go. 3, 2, and 1. Release it down mindfully. Walk the fingers forward. Find lunge. And step back, down dog. Walk your, let's walk the feet forward. So stay high on your toes and just touch each and every foot down. As you're coming forward, your hips will rise up just a little bit more. Come to the top of the mat. Try to stay on your heels as you're coming up. So again, slow and mindful. And then touch the heels down. And again, just pausing for a moment. Notice if you have a better sense where your feet are, where your head is, that relationship between the base and the top. If you're standing more equally on the right and the left foot. Hold here. Take a full body breath in. And take a full body breath out. So one more time, we'll lift the heels up. Walk the feet tighter together. Reach the hands overhead. Lift the heels off the ground, so back to the tiptoe balance. Bring the hands onto the heart. And then slowly start to squat yourself down. The lower the hips are, the higher the heels are. Coming to a hold at the bottom. Maybe your hips can sit on your heels. Try to keep the chest up and hold it for 3, 2, and 1. So the way to the ground is very short. Release your hips down. Extend the legs forward. Rock side to side to find the sitting bones underneath you. Reach the hands overhead and we'll take one more forward fold. So engage the legs, pull the toes towards the knees. So that deep dorsiflexion, and then let it go. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale fancy here, just release onto your spine. For first time in this practice, we on the back. Notice the back of the body. Bring the knees to the chest. Squeeze them in. Maybe rock side to side. Happy baby. Bring the knees together over the hips, reach the arms out into a T. Drop the knees over to the right, turn the gaze to the left. Take a breath in, and take a breath out. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale to center, feet to the floor, extend the legs long, Shavasana. And let your practice go. Of the challenging asanas, poses. Completely surrender here to gravity. Find softness. Find release. And notice the space and the ease that the practice brings. So if for the last 45 minutes or so, the mind was only engaged with your practice on the mat. That's something. Maybe you can hold on to it for the rest of the day. When you find yourself, again, overthinking, over-worrying, over-carrying, over being disturbed, just pause for a moment, come back to your breath, come back to your body. Calm the mind, and then move on, keep on. Invite a deeper breath in and a deeper breath out. And bring movement back to your body, first to the very small muscles and joints in your fingers, in your toes. And then to ankles, to wrists, elbows and knees. Finally to the hips and shoulders. Whether you're bringing the knees to the chest or keeping the feet on the ground, roll yourself onto your right side. And then come into a comfortable sit. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. Reconnect to the intention you set. And then reseal it with your breath. Touch your prayer to your forehead center and back to the heart. And I thank you for spending that hour with me.